Hajjah Sahaba, thank you so much for coming and taking this all the pain and effort to come. Also our Consul General Sahab, Atazai Sahab, thank you for coming and here. And also thanks for coming. And the special representative of our Deputy Mayor Phil Ramos. So before we extremely excited to sign it, but before we go there, I just want to update you on what happened, how the things led up to where are we now. So like as I was saying, about 2.5 years before, when APPAC and many of us are doctors, they realized that there is a acute shortage of healthcare workers across the spectrum, and the shortage is all the way from the doctor to the care provider. And so this short, and you have to understand the healthcare industries in America is about $4.6 trillion, trillion with a T. So there is a lot of scope for those countries who are good in producing the manpower to tap into this industry and get benefit, right? So it's a win-win situation for America. The very able and competent people come from Pakistan, and it's a win-win situation for the United States and Pakistan as well, because it will produce, it will have lot of, generate a lot of foreign exchange for Pakistan and all that, and jobs, all that. So one of the entity in this crisis which is an acute shortage are the nurses. And good thing about nurses is that when a nurse is recruited or if she's hired in America, she does not come on a visa, a J1 or H1 like when we came. She comes on a green card. So when somebody comes on a green card, it means the whole family can come. The spouse is a woman, then husband can work, and if it's a male nurse, his wife can work, and so if the children are of the working age, they can work. So $80,000-$90,000 to a nurse, and on top of that, if you put that together, the salary of the whole family, it's a lot of money, and it brings a lot of prosperity to so many families to Pakistan. And so that time we started disseminating information at the highest level, because we went with the high-level delegate. So we met in Karachi, the whole health department, the Minister of Health, then we met in Lahore, then we went to Islamabad, and also at that time the Chief Minister of KPK, Gandapur Sahib, came, and we met them also. And so we disseminated the information at the highest level, and that really brought results. That's what we are seeing now, what results they brought. They started lot of nursing schools started erupting in Pakistan. Yeah. We also spoke about the curriculum which they have to complete in America. Like first it was, in Pakistan it was metric and then 4 years, right? And then it became, we said no, it has to be FSC, 12 years and 4 years in order to qualify a nurse in America. Yeah. So those, all the curriculum and everybody thing was updated at that time. And that's how it is now. Then the most important thing I think what we did was the dissemination of information to those people who didn't know about it, and they knew about it. And then when the need grew, and then the icing on the cake was when with the great efforts of APPAC, with the collaboration of Mr. Phil Ramos and our very able ambassador, Rizwan Said Saab, and our Consul General Amar Atozai Sahab, and actually we spoke in the Consul General here when we said that NCLEX is a bottleneck. Once we cross the bottleneck, we should be very good. So Alhamdulillah, now there are 15 centers in Pakistan where the NCLEX exam is happening. And today I was so amazed to see that 80 of them or maybe 90 of them have passed. Yeah. That's wonderful. So that's the brief description of this journey, and I think the whole credit goes to everybody who participated.
Dear countrymen and their community, well, as just said by Dr. Saab, we believe in the government and also at the consulate that this is one of the most significant initiatives that had been taken ever between Pakistan and the United States of America, and specifically with the state of New York, because currently the most important theme in any kind of bilateral relation is the economic quantum that you can have with that country. And this gives us a bridge to send our human resource, and a highly skilled human resource, which the United States of America is deficient in. And besides this thing being a very commercially viable and important venture for Pakistan, and also for the US, because our workforce, of course, would be able to contribute to the health sector and to contribute eventually to the progress and development of the state of New York and the United States of America. It is highly important. But other than this, when people from Pakistan come, and specifically those who are highly skilled and they get settled in the United States of America, that affords us another bridge of people-to-people contacts, and that is highly important in the sense that those people then, get settled, they turn the United States of America into their homeland, and they start taking part in the social, democratic, and other domains and other forms of life. And that is how they not only bring both the countries together, but they start impacting the relationship positively between the two countries. So I won't further dilate, because a lot has been said about this initiative, but we are highly pleased to see this small sapling that was sown not that long ago, growing into a full-fledged tree and giving no shade started rather.
Thank you.
Thank you, Consul Saab, for saying such nice words for me. And Pakistan Education Endowment Fund, it's actually a government entity, and it is working as a corporate group under the Ministry of Federal Education and Professional Training. And we are actually supporting students from the underserved areas who cannot pursue their studies. We provide them with financial assistance, and but only in those areas where the employability factor is ensured. So when all this talk was going on regarding the placement of nurses in US, we pitched in and we took this initiative and started training nurses, because we were already supporting nursing sector since past 5 years. So we took this initiative and started training of 300 cohort of nurses for the NCLEX, and we prepared them for this examination. And this training consisted of not only the training for the exam of NCLEX, but also included the soft skills, developing of English skills, and the computer skills. So this was a complete package, and we provided training to 300 nurses, and out of those 90 plus gave the examination, and 80 have cleared the exam in the first go.
उर्दू में रिपीट करें।
जी ज़रूर। NCLEX का जो एग्जामिनेशन है, पाकिस्तान एजुकेशन एंडोमेंट फंड ने इसकी ट्रेनिंग जो है वो स्टार्ट करवाई, और इसकी ट्रेनिंग जो है वो तकरीबन 2400 एप्लीकेशंस जो थी वो हमने रिसीव की, जिसमें से तकरीबन 300 को एग्ज़ाम और इंटरव्यूज़ के बाद शॉर्टलिस्ट किया गया, और उसके बाद उनकी ट्रेनिंग कराई गई। और ये जो ट्रेनिंग थी, ये पूरे का पूरा एक पैकेज था। इसमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ NCLEX के एग्ज़ाम की प्रिपरेशन नहीं कराई गई, बल्कि इसमें सॉफ्ट स्किल्स भी डेवलप कराई गई, इंग्लिश स्किल्स पे भी तवज्जो दी गई, और IELTS का एग्ज़ाम भी शामिल कराया गया बीच में, और उसके अलावा कंप्यूटर स्किल्स भी डेवलप की गई स्टूडेंट्स की। इसमें से 300 का जो बैच था, उसमें से तकरीबन 90 प्लस लोगों ने एग्ज़ाम जो है वो अब तक दे दिया है, जिसमें से 80 जो है वो पास कर चुके हैं फर्स्ट गो में, विच इज़ अ बिग।
आज की जो होने जा रहा है उस पर किस तरह आप देख रही हैं, और क्या उसमें होगा, कितने लोग अभी आ सकेंगे?
जी, APPAC का हम बहुत ज़्यादा शुक्रगुजार हैं, क्योंकि APPAC हमारे लिए वो ब्रिज का काम कर रहा है कि ये स्टूडेंट्स जिनकी हमने अभी ट्रेनिंग करवाई है, इनको यहाँ पे प्लेस करने के लिए। इसमें आमिर साहब ने हमें इनके साथ कनेक्ट कराया, और बहुत अच्छे हमारे कनेक्शंस बिल्डअप हुए। इसमें फिल रेमस के साथ भी हमें कनेक्ट कराया, और इसमें यह है कि अब हम कह सकते हैं कि अब इसका जो सेकंड फेज़ है कि अब इनकी ट्रेनिंग तो कंप्लीट हो गई लेकिन अब इनकी प्लेसमेंट करवानी है यहाँ पे, अब वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट। तो उसके लिए APPAC जो है वो हमें बड़ी सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है और इंशाल्लाह वेरी सून जो है हम नर्सेज का जो वीज़ा प्रोसेसिंग, इंटरव्यूज़ और वो सब करा के उनको यहाँ पे प्लेस कर सकेंगे। हमारी जो नर्सेज हैं दे आर इवन रेडी टू वर्क इन दी हेल्थ अंडरसेव्ड एरियाज ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क सिटी। तो इसलिए वी आर रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड कि जल्द से जल्द इनका जो वीज़ा प्रोसेसिंग है वो कंप्लीट हो सके और हम नर्सेज को यहाँ पे प्लेस कर सकें।
ये पहला बैच है राइट?
जी, दिस
जी,
इज द
पहला
फर्स्ट
batch।
बैच।
आप मुझे करेक्ट कीजिएगा, होली फैमिली हॉस्पिटल रावलपिंडी में नर्सिंग की ट्रेनिंग का एक सेंटर था, क्या ये उसी के बराबर है उसका स्टैंडर्ड, या वो बेटर था, या अब जो आप ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं नर्सों को वो बेटर है?
जी, जो होली फैमिली का आप बात कर रहे हैं मुझे उसका नहीं पता है, इसलिए मैं उसके बारे में कमेंट नहीं कर सकती। लेकिन ये है कि पाकिस्तान एजुकेशन एंडोमेंट फंड जो है हमारे साथ तकरीबन मोर देन 300 इंस्टीट्यूट्स और पार्टनर्स हैं जो कि पाकिस्तान में हमारे साथ काम कर रहे हैं। उसमें से जो नर्सिंग के जितने भी टॉप इंस्टीट्यूट्स या यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं वो सब हमारे पार्टनर्स हैं। हमारी जो ये ट्रेनिंग हुई है ये मेजॉरिटी फोकस्ड हुई है 3 एरियाज़ में, एक कराची, लाहौर और इस्लामाबाद में। और इसमें हमारे पास जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो ज़्यादातर खान, उसकी सराउंडिंग, सिंध और लाहौर और उसके बाद इस्लामाबाद की सराउंडिंग के हमने अपॉर्चुनिटी जो है वो ऐड के थ्रू और तमाम पाकिस्तानी नर्सेज के लिए ओपन की थी। और इसमें ज़्यादातर वो नर्सेज हैं जो कि PEEF ही की, PAK-EEF ही की स्कॉलरशिप के ऊपर BSN जिन्होंने किया हुआ है। और इसमें BSN पोस्ट RN दोनों को हमने ऐड किया है और एटलीस्ट मिनिमम जो एक्सपीरियंस है उनका वो 2 years दे ऑलरेडी हैव इन स्पेशलाइज्ड फील्ड्स।
आपका पूरा नाम क्या है?
मेल एंड फीमेल दोनों।
आपका पूरा नाम क्या है और आपका क्या इसमें होता है, ये बता आपके क्या?
जी, आई एम सईदा हाजरा सुहेल, वर्किंग एज द CEO फॉर पाकिस्तान एजुकेशन एंडोमेंट फंड।
Thank you, everybody. We're gonna sign MOU, but I'm just gonna make some remarks, which are written remarks, very
तो
carefully.
उर्दू में
So let's start with English. I want to welcome Ms. Saida Hajra Suhail, CEO of PAK-EEF, the visiting delegation from Pakistan, representative of the consulate, of course, Amir Sahab, members of the media, our APPAC board, and all our distinguished guests. Thank you for coming. Also, representative of Phil Ramos, he could not make it. Today is an important milestone. We are not simply signing an MOU, we are seeing the results of initiative that APPAC started several years ago. APPAC recognized that Pakistan has a tremendous pool of talented nurses and healthcare professionals, while the United States, particularly New York, has a significant need for qualified healthcare workers. We asked ourselves, how can we build bridge between these two needs? Our APPAC board made 2 delegations to Pakistan, meeting with government officials, education institutions, nursing leadership. New York State Assembly Deputy Speaker Phil Ramos played an instrumental role in this effort. He traveled with us, helped develop a vision, and has continued working with us to create opportunities for Pakistani nurses in New York. Today, those efforts are becoming fruitful. We now have the representation of the government of Pakistan here with us, and we are formalizing the partnership between APPAC Foundation and PAK-EEF. But signing this MOU is the only beginning. The next step is implementation. We want to identify qualified nurses, help them prepare for the required examination and licensing process, and then connect them with the hospital systems, public and state hospitals, non-for-profit hospitals, healthcare employers, and qualified recruiters here in the United States. We will continue working with Deputy Speaker Ramos and other elected officials to open doors with hospital systems and employers so that the qualified nurses can receive real employment opportunities and the facilitated through the appropriate process to come and work in the United States. Our success will not be measured by how many MOUs we sign. It will be measured by how many qualified nurses ultimately get jobs and build successful careers here. I want to thank Ms. Hajra Suhail and PAK-EEF Deputy Speaker Phil Ramos and Government of Pakistan and our APPAC board and everyone who has worked tirelessly to bring us to this point. Today we are building a bridge between Pakistan and the United States, a bridge of healthcare, education, and opportunity. Now our responsibility is to make sure people can actually cross that bridge. Thank you and congratulations to everyone on this historic milestone. Pakistan Zindabad and God bless America.
इसकी टाइमलाइन क्या देख रहे हैं आप लोग प्लेसमेंट की, वीज़ा प्रोसेसिंग की?
जैसे ही वो हो जाती है तो वीज़ा प्रोसेसिंग का प्रोसेस जो है वो स्टार्ट होके मज़ीद ईजी हो जाएगा, तो देन जितना भी होगा।
और डाउन द रोड हम 300 जो है ना दिसंबर में टारगेट करें कि उनको हमने कंप्लीट जो है ना एग्जाम उनके कंडक्ट करवाने हैं।
We are trying के hospital systems के जो recruiters हैं उनको लेके पाकिस्तान जाएं. So that's our next trip. So we are going to take recruiters who don't either they're representing hospitals or they are working for non-for-profit, so that poor people जो कि वहाँ एग्जाम पास किए हैं उनको पैसे ना देने पड़े. अगर
डॉक्टर साहब एक क्वेश्चन है, आप भी हाजरा साहब भी एक और काउंसलर, जो करंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है वाशिंगटन डीसी में, इन्होंने इमिग्रेशन को डे बाय डे सख्त कर रहे हैं, स्पेशली जो लोग यहाँ पर काम भी कर रहे हैं उनको भी आलमोस्ट वो मुश्किल से नामुमकिन बना रहे हैं, और वो कह रहे हैं कि अमेरिका फर्स्ट जो है उनको जॉब दे रहे हैं. सो आप लोग जो यूएस एम्बेसी इस्लामाबाद और स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट, उनसे आपका किस हद तक रब्ता है कि जो इमिग्रेशन प्रोसेस है, और पाकिस्तान में आप कह रहे हैं कि हम जल्द प्रोसेस कराएंगे, अभी पॉज भी लगा हुआ है, यू नो. सो असल नेक्स्ट स्टेप आपका ये है कि 80+ नर्सेज ने एग्ज़ाम पास कर लिया, अब उन्होंने जॉब अप्लाई करना, तो उनको इमिग्रेशन प्रोसेस में जाना पड़ेगा. उस प्रोसेस को आप अभी कितना कैसे देख रहे हैं, क्या चैलेंजेस हैं उसमें आपको भी बाकी लोगों को भी? जी,
चैलेंज तो वही है जो आपने भी बता दिया, लेकिन ये है कि उसके बावजूद वी आर वेरी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक बिकॉज जो एम्बेसी है उसके साथ भी हम इन कांटेक्ट में हैं, और उसके अलावा जब डिमांड आई थी वो डिमांड 1400 नर्सेज की थी न्यूयॉर्क बोर्ड से, और उसके बाद ही ये जो नर्सेज की ट्रेनिंग है ये स्टार्ट की गई थी, और जो बाद में रिस्ट्रिक्शंस हैं ये बाद में लगी है. लेकिन वी आर वेरी ऑप्टिमिस्टिक कि इंशाल्लाह इस पे हम कोई ना कोई वे आउट जो है वो निकल आएगा और वीज़ा प्रोसेसिंग ईजी हो जाएगी वंस हमारे पास श्योरिटी होगी कि इनकी जो रिक्रूटर्स हैं या जो हॉस्पिटल्स हैं उनकी तरफ से श्योरिटी होगी, तो इट विल बी.
This is a need-based program. There is a need which has been identified here by the government authorities, which need was actually communicated, as the president said, to Pakistani authorities, who started acting upon it. So the immigration policies will basically cater to the needs, which is where Phil Ramos's office will perhaps come in, and we will require assistance from the legislators also to facilitate this entire process for the immigration for the next step.
जिसको थ्रू आउट द प्रोसेस उसमें हेल्प आउट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसकी जो फीस है वो दे विल पे देमसेल्फ, जो वीज़ा की फ़ीस है. अदरवाइज हमने ट्रेनिंग की तमाम फीस जो है वो उनकी हमने ही सपोर्ट की है. उसके अलावा इवन एंट्रेंस के एग्ज़ाम की फ़ी, ADT क्लियरेंस की फ़ी और वो सब चीज़ें हमने सपोर्ट की हैं. Yes.
वेरी गुड.
Very good. And one more thing I want to add here, like that's an extremely important thing. कि जैसे डॉक्टर्स है ना, अभी डॉक्टर कितने डॉक्टर्स आते हैं, and it's a very lot of hard work involved, but they keep coming, right, at their own. Why the nursing don't come? Because there is no precedent there. They don't have a role model.
Exactly.
हम कहते हैं हमारे से 5 साल सीनियर बंदा था, वो अमेरिका चले गया, my God, he has a lovely lifestyle, let's do that, let's go to America. Nurses don't have that role model to follow.
Yes.
What I mean to say is, most important thing is to get the placed first initial a few hundred, 400-500 from each nursing school, then maybe 15, a few from each nursing school. So the next class or the other class fellows see where is my colleague and what kind of life she is having, what is her pay structure, what kind of jobs. Is it much better than what we are, the conditions what we are working or what we are being paid for the nurses? And so looking at that, which will be obviously way more different, like $80,000, $90,000, that's a lot of money. This is a 40-hour job. Plus if you do the overtime, it's going to be double than that. So looking at that, those initial few hundred placement of the nurses, initial few hundred is the most important thing for Pakistan.
So, ایک وہ
Because
question
once
تھا
you do
کہ
that, then everybody will follow.
ڈاکٹر صاحب
جو ویزا پروسیس ہے وہ نرسز خود کریں گی.
یہ جو آج جس طرح
Facilitate.
کی بات کر رہے
سپورٹ
ہیں،
سے
یہ
جیسے
فارمولا
آپ
نیو
کو
یارک
پتہ ہے کہ
کیا
یہ
کریں یا
پروسیس
پورے
میں
امریکہ کے
ہم
whole
سب کو
America.
سپورٹ کر رہے ہیں. مگر کسی جگہ پر جو ہے نا کوئی پروسیس پہ جو ہے نا پھر ان کو جو ہے نا یہ کرتے ہیں کہ کسی جگہ کوئی چینج یا کوئی ہرڈل آتا ہے تو ہم ان کو سپورٹ کریں.
لیکن they have to file their
Exactly.
immigration visa by themselves.
اس میں کیونکہ لازم
اس
بات
میں
ہے
ہم نے ایمبیسی کے ساتھ بھی ہماری کنیکشنز ہیں، ان کو ہم نے لیٹرز بھی لکھے ہوئے ہیں، ان کو ہم نے اس پوری بیچ کا بتایا بھی ہوا ہے،
Right.
اور ان سے بھی ابھی بھی جو ہم یہاں پہ آئے ہیں ان کے تھرو اور موفا کے تھرو ہی آئے ہیں.